What is up, guys? It's Vamp here, and I just want to go over a quick kind of update about how my first few days of PoE2 has been going. Now, sadly, I've been working and sleeping a lot. I've been kind of a bit dead, but I've clocked 23.5 hours over these 3 days, and it's been going pretty good. Now, initially, I wanted to work in some Invoker shenanigans with Elemental Sundering with the Spear. However, I was sad to find out that the interaction with the Frost Mages that allows them to freeze allied minions, or say count as frozen, does not work with it, which by all the way it's described, it definitely should. So that was a little disappointing, but I decided from there that I hadn't actually really pushed a monk far other than doing the stupid stat stacking Gemling Legionnaire. So I would give that a crack with the Hollow Palm technique. And I'm focusing almost entirely on lightning stuff, as you can probably tell by all the things I have on. I'm using things like Storm Wave for shocking and clearing. Branching Fissures is really strong, and I believe it can shotgun if the fissures branch at the right spot. So like if you hit them like here, it'll, you know, multi-hit bosses and stuff. And then I'm just using Siphoning Strike for my power charges and AoE. It clears very effectively. I'm actually kind of shocked at how good it is. Tempest Flurry I'm doing specifically because the fourth strike does the more magnitude of shock and more chance to shock. Really interesting thing, if you have Overcharge and Commiserate, Commiserate does not give the 40% more ailment effect, but it does actually immediately remove the shock off you. I think that's because the shock is applied, and then it removes the shock off you. And so this Overcharge shock being reflected back to me gives the increased magnitude, and then Commiserate removes it. So I don't get the 40% more effect there, but it's fine. And then I'm using Exposure. It says Lightning Exposure, but yeah, it flicks Exposure on Shock. So I can use that for bosses. I get a 90% shock with this, plus the Hand of Chola Voltaic Mark, which, holy crap, Hand of Chola is so good now. They increased its duration and effect of curses and marks. So having just like Ellie Weakness Voltaic Mark here, beautiful. Gathering Storm, I'm just using a little bit. It looks like Perfection is a bit weird. It doesn't stack more than once. But it also doesn't remove all Perfection when you fail it. I think it removes one stack, so it's kind of weird. And then we got, yeah, Persistent Ground Window of Opportunity. Cool stuff. I need the better Window of Opportunity so I get the extra deflection. Falling Thunder is like the real big damage. I do need to get another level in it. But it just does an absurd amount of damage when you got all the power charges, and Fist of War is really nice. And here's some enemies. So yeah, for clearing, I'm currently struggling a little bit with mana. But getting all the plus levels for Hollow Palm is just so powerful now. So you can see the Storm Wave into Siphoning is just killing a lot of packs. I feel like I may want a little bit more shock chance, because as I've gotten higher level, I've noticed it's getting a little bit harder to consistently shock with Storm Wave, but I'm also just missing those extra supports. I'll go for my gear in just a second, but obviously you know the sort of skills. I also, yeah, have Herald of Thunder, Ghost Dancer, Ghost Dancer, Wind Dancer. Evasion, pretty shit. Deflection, pretty shit. Energy Shield's fine. I'm just working on that at the moment. I'm specking into this deflection stuff here. This is kind of what the tree looks like. I need to work out some better pathing, because this is a bit of a mess. But I'm, what, level 75 at the moment, doing tier 6, 7 maps. And yeah, also I hate these guys. These guys are so annoying. Especially with fucking mana donuts, dude. Oh my god. They're such a stupid enemy. Anyway, I just do that. Currently I'm also lacking a bit of crit. But that's okay. Actual most annoying enemy, I swear. I've noticed that Daze passives... Oh, nearly dying. Daze passives on the tree are pretty good, because you just need a single stack of Daze to... well, a single proc of Daze to work there. Which is obviously really nice. I hate some of these tight tunnels when you're fighting Abyss mobs, especially when they have like temporal bubble and such as well. Ooh, I needed more Gemcutter's Prism, so I haven't got quality on a lot of my stuff yet. Yeah, let's see if I can find a stronger enemy up ahead. One thing I need to remember to do, if even I'm not doing like the massive shock from the Tempest Fiery, is at least apply the use Handed Churler on the bigger targets, like this guy. Got charges, there's Handed Churler. I don't know what happened to my Rolling Thunder there, but apparently the projectiles all fizzled. I think they actually hit like the edge here, like right there. So that's good. One thing I really don't like about both Stormwave and Rolling Thunder is like little edges will just completely fuck you. I also think Shadewalker, it does way too much damage. These Abyss monsters are so fucking scary, just in general. Yeah, look at that Shadewalker ground zone. That's crazy work. It's Fizz Dot, there's no way to reduce that. Patch overall's been great. Struggled a bit during the campaign, mostly. Oh no, not these. So we get the stun out on this guy. Oh my god, I stopped hitting him because of the walls. Yeah, like these spots here are just really annoying to fight in. There we go, you're out. And yeah, these enemies fucking suck. Alright. Thought that it missed. Oh no, he nearly fucking died. Yeah, build's fine. So yeah, these guys suck. Abyss is so rewarding, but man, the enemies are tough. But I think that's a good spot for it to be at. When I stun him, I'll do the big one. Never mind. That stun didn't work very well. Good fucking show. I even had the checkpoint right there. I can't go. Can I go back in? I've noticed that sometimes the abysses like lock after you die. Well, there's a bug. I guess it did. Regular maps though, when I'm not fighting abyss mobs, this build goes really well, and bossing is quite fun as well. Yeah, anyway, I've quitted this map. I just thought I'd start recording as of that abyss. I've died a bit. I'm not doing hardcore. I've not been, I guess, putting enough effort into some of my gear and shit. I tend to just make the mistake of not caring enough a lot of the time. Pretty scuffed. All Ellie Res, attributes, bit of rarity, max life. Mana regen's kind of nice. We got 25 move speed, bunch of energy evasion. I don't have enough resists entirely yet. Actually, that lightning res would have been a bit of a problem versus those little dickheads. Biggest piece, I think, the most important thing. Not only is this just like a lot of life and reses on that, it's just really good. +2 levels on gloves gives so much damage, and this has obviously an absurd amount of evasion and energy shield increases. It's not the best, obviously, but yeah. So my gear's pretty scuffed. But yeah, I've noticed that the damage that 2 levels gives is quite significant. Like that's giving me 50% more damage from the 2 levels and the added lightning, and that's because of Hollow Palm. Levels make such a big difference, like with spells. You see all my stuff is just so much stronger. So I got some more levels in a few of my skills. But yes, mana. I need to solve mana, and I think part of that might be trying to find some mana leech on rings and just slapping on Walk of the Wilds. That's probably the easiest method I'm going to have. I just need to work on improving all my stuff, which I can probably do by just using the in-game trade, which I've used a little bit, and it's great. Yeah, occasionally I was using this to get mana and just have block, except that when you swap, it's really annoying. It cucks your charges. I do need to use it more because it is still useful. That was just like, I randomly got this. I just started using it as a weapon swap for blocking because blocking is pretty powerful. Yeah, anyway, I'll call the video there. Thanks for watching. It's obviously pretty work in progress, but yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Come watch me on Twitch. See ya.